This is Paul. Yes. hmm I just got in the study room, and it is 3:47. Yep, there you go. It's 3:47. It's Monday, the 24th of February. Yep. And I understand there's a lot of people employed. Yeah. They've been working a long time. You've had a job for a long time. Yeah. But you're in the family, and you can do whatever you want right now. See, there's no use you being employed. It was stupid for you to have a job when you can violate any laws. Yes, because you're in the family. Now, for those that are familiar with the Labor Department, they have certain functions: minimum wages, overtime, child labor, wage rates for work done under government contracts. Yeah, I'd like to know those. You got a government contract. See, I have relatives that complain about me not working and not paying child support, not having a job. The same relatives that bribe police officers, yeah, and are in the top secret payroll family that they can do whatever they want as long as they pay. Now, why are they employed? Pooh! Can you explain that to me, Sheriff? Why would anybody employ a criminal? Because I'm not the criminal. For the last 4 years, I've informed you that my rights are being violated. And your answer was to commit felonies to increase the number of years that you go to prison. Now, for all of my relatives that say I've worked my whole life, yes, and I'm in the family and I can bribe people to destroy, yes, the reputation of honest American citizens, yeah, I can fabricate false evidence, right, of domestic violence, child abuse, and assault. Yes, I can pay people to do whatever I want. Yes, because I'm in the family and I have a job. Ooh, oh, now, these individuals in the government that work in the Department of Labor, yeah, I'd like to know them for the last 50 years. Yes, because as I see it, I informed police that my driver's license was falsified. Yeah. I informed them that I didn't get any notice of court hearings in 2011. Yeah. I informed them that I didn't get any notice of court hearings when there was a dissolution of marriage. Right. And every time I complain to the police department that my sons are kidnapped, right now, everybody says, well, I have a job and I have money, and Paul doesn't have any money because he's homeless. Yes. And if he can't pay, yes, we don't have to do what he says. Now, there's a real problem with employing people, yes, that have the availability of bribing those that are in office. I don't really understand why they're employed. Pooh. I would have arrested them years ago. Yes, you would have. I would have put them in prison. But the sheriff seems to think that because he's been bought, yes, as in I paid for him to be in office, yes, that you've been paying his actual wage, yes, since 2010. But as I understand it, the income that's received from those employed in law enforcement, it ultimately comes from the taxation of those that pay property taxes, yes, sales tax right now. So for the idiot that says, well, I own a business, and as long as I pay, they do what I say, yes, I would tell the idiot, yes, that says that as long as the taxpayer pays, yes, they stay employed. Now, let's look at the Department of Labor. How many individuals have an income that they did receive? Yes, that they didn't have an employment contract to be able to receive. You didn't have an application for employment. Ouch. You didn't fill out a W-9 or W-2. No. You just decided to be on the bribery payroll. Yes, of local businesses that earn their income from the sale of pharmaceuticals. Yeah. Logs. Ooh. Well, when I see an employment contract with the state of Washington to pay law enforcement to enforce the laws, yes, And private businesses say, well, we can pay them to not enforce the laws. Yes. I have to look at what the Department of Labor would say about that. Pooch. They would say it's bribery. Yeah. Treason. War crimes. Yes. You know, for every time that you said, well, he's not paying his child support. Yes. It seems, yes, that somebody intentionally obstructed me from being able to pay my child support. Oh. As if it were my fault. Yes. That I didn't get any due process when you issued a court order. No. I didn't get an order for child support right now. I didn't get a dissolution of marriage. Yes. I didn't get notice of court hearings before you issued protection orders. Right. And you keep complaining that I don't pay my child support because I don't have a job. But I keep complaining I don't have a job right now because you don't enforce the laws. Now, I'm going to keep complaining about, yes, the lack of enforcement of the laws. And you can keep complaining about how I haven't paid child support. Yes. Now, if you want to serve me the dissolution of marriage today, I'd like to see it. Yes. In fact, I'd like to scan it in. I'd like to put it in the war crimes folder too. Yes, you would. That would be the P. Budnick 32 war crimes folder. Yes. And then I just opened a P. Budnick 37 and a P. Budnick 38. Yes. And I'd scan it in and I'd put it in the treason videos folder. Yes. As additional documentation. Now, there's this hesitancy on the part of law enforcement. Everybody thinks that anytime you give me any documentation that I can use in a lawsuit, yes, I'm going to make it public knowledge. Pooch! So they've really not wanted to give me anything available for me to make public. Now it's really a catch-22. You give me the child support order and the dissolution of marriage, yes, I will scan them in. Yes, I will ask the whole world to get a copy of them.